Okay. Have a seat for me. Cross your legs, have a seat. And just rest your hands onto your knees. Close your eyes and just take a couple of shoulder rolls. So just move the shoulders up, pull them back and down, draw the shoulders up, pull them back and down. Two more, all the way up, pull them back and down. Last one, all the way up, pull them back and down, and then reverse that process. So take them back, lift them up, roll them forwards, take them back, lift them up, roll them forwards. Just one more, take them back, lift them up, roll them forwards, and then just rest with the palms face up. So just now soften across the shoulders. Take a few moments here. Just steady the breath. Sink heavy through the seat bones into the ground so you have this really comfortable seat. And from there you can lift a bit taller, pull in around the waist, space across the collarbones, length into the back of the neck. I'm going to try and keep that length into the back of the neck all the way through the practice, and we'll try and keep the space across the chest. Reach your right fingers out to the side, really light touch, fingertips on the mat. Take your left arm up to the sky, and then side bend over as you walk the right fingertips further away. So keep length in both sides of the waist. So try and think about lifting up and over rather than just side bending. So lift up and stretch over. One more breath, lift up and stretch over. Other side, bring it all the way down. Left fingertips, right arm lifts up and then over. Lift up and then over. 3 more breaths, up and over. Lift and reach. Last one, lift and reach. Slowly rise all the way up, scoop up the thighs, place the feet to the floor. So your feet are about hip width apart. Reach the arms out in front of you. Pull the waist in, slowly round down, holding it about halfway, and then rise to the tiptoes. So instead of being flat on the feet, you're on the tiptoes. Extend the right leg. So it's a light touch down through the left leg. Lower, hold it just off the floor. Pull the waist in to lift. Place the right toes down. Extend the left leg. Nice and slow and controlled. Lengthen the left leg away. Use the waist to pull back in. Place the left toes down. Just twice more each side. So right side, lengthen away. Lift back up and place it down. Left side, lengthen. Take it away. Pull back in and place it down. 2 more, one each side. Right, lower, lift and place the toes down. Left side, lengthen, lift and place the toes down. With just the toes there, roll the spine down to the floor, really controlled. Stretch the arms all the way back. You can plant the feet to the floor and then walk the feet in, arms down by the side. Tuck the tailbone and roll the hips up off the floor. So it's a slow, smooth movement all the way up. Get to the top, squeeze the glutes, and then roll it down slow. So just starting with that simple movement, a slow roll down and a slow roll up, trying to articulate through each section of the spine. So imagine if the vertebrae are about an inch each. So it wants to be an inch of movement at a time, even though it's smooth. So we're not jolting up, but it's this slow roll up through the spine. So don't rush, take your time. At the top, squeeze and engage the glutes, and then slowly roll it down. As slow as you can. We've got about 3 more, so you might do 1 more if you're going a bit quicker, you might do less if you're going slower, but about 3. Pull the waist in, roll the hips up, and remember to engage and squeeze the glutes at the top, and then slowly roll down. Take your time, nice and slow, nice and steady. Relax the hips and rolling up. Pull the waist in, Taking your time, squeezing at the top, and then lower. Nice and slow. Rest the hips down on this one. Bring the shins so they're parallel to the floor. Just be conscious that you don't bring the knees in too far. So see how the knees have come further in than my hips. Try and keep them so there's this 90-degree angle here in the backs of the knees. Take the hands to the back of the head, lift and look into the waist. Now as you look in, remind yourself to pull in, alternate toe tap. So right toes go down, you bring them back, left toes go down, you bring them back. If it's too much to go all the way down, you just go halfway and come back in, halfway and come back in. What's important is you keep the navel pulling to the spine and you keep that lift in the upper abdominals. Just 6 more. Bring it in. 5. Bring it in. Pull the waist in from the front, from the sides, and push the lower back into the floor. Last 2. Bring it back. Last 1. Bring it back. Lie back, hug the knees into the chest, and then stretch both legs up to the sky. Take the arms down by the side, a bit wider if you want more support. And then point the toes, squeeze the legs, knees, thighs, ankles, everything together, and draw circles. So you're keeping one unit through the legs, and you make those circles as big or as small as you like. You'll feel the control through the inner thighs, maybe lower abdominals, depending how big you take that circle. Challenge to take it bigger without losing control. We're going 3 more in this direction. And then at the top of your next circle, just want you to pause. Hold it there. Hands to the back of the head. Lift the head, neck, shoulders. Stretch your right leg away. And then switch with quite a pace, but don't jolt. So long, smooth movements, reaching the legs away and switch. 10, 9, pull the waist in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both legs lift. Rest the head back. Take the arms down by the side. Try and remember which way you went and go the other way. So back to those circles, engaging inner thighs, pulling navel to spine. Making them bigger if you can without losing that control. And if you do lose control, then just make them smaller again. 3. All the way around, squeeze inner thighs, knees, ankles. 2. 1. Bring the knees into the chest. Plant the feet down and just take the knees out wide. Place the hands onto the belly. Big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. 1 more breath. Exhale, hands to the outside of the thighs. Close that gap between the knees. Feet about hip width. Arms down by the side. Reach your hips up towards the sky. And then we're marching on the spot. So engage both glutes, strong down through the right foot. Lift your left knee into the chest. Go really slow. Take your left foot down. Shift the weight to the left side. Bring your right knee in. What I want you to focus on is when you lift that knee in, the pelvis doesn't drop and sway to one side. So you go slower. If that's the case, really think about stabilizing the pelvis and the lower back. 5, 4, 3, 2, Last one. Both feet push into the floor, both hips lift, squeeze your glutes. So really engage the back of the hips and rise to the balls of the feet. So you're pushing into the balls of the feet, squeezing the glutes, lower halfway, engage and lift up. Lower halfway, engage and lift. Lower halfway, engage and lift. Just make sure there is that contraction at the top. Go for 10. Lift. 9. 8. Real full squeeze at the top. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Hold it on 1. Reach the arms up to the sky. So the palms face down towards the knees. And then take them halfway back overhead. And imagine someone's put a heavy weight in your hands. You've got to squeeze the glutes more to resist the arms dropping back. 5. 4. Should really feel it in the legs. 3. 2. 1. Roll that down. All the way down. Arms down. Hips down. Knees into the chest. Gentle rock from side to side. And just kick both legs up towards the sky. Give the hamstrings a chance to open. Pull the toes back to the face. So really try and feel that stretch all the way down the backs of the legs. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Bend the knees, cross one shin over the other. Bring it all the way up to a seat and over to all fours, hands and knees. So your hands are beneath your shoulders, knees beneath the hips. Inhale, open the chest, look forward, squeeze the shoulders back and down. Exhale, arch and round. Inhale, forwards, open the chest, pull the shoulders back. Exhale, arch and round. One more, open the chest and round through the spine. Neutral position. Your right knee stays where it is, but your right foot goes out to the side. So you can see it goes just to the edge of my yoga mat. Take your left leg back and then reach your left arm up and reposition yourself. If you're not quite comfortable or stable, you might need to take the right hand a little bit further away or a bit closer. Lift that left arm up as you inhale. As you exhale, thread that left arm underneath and reach as far as you can to the right. So that's really going to try and twist through the spine. Inhale, lift, open the chest. Exhale, take that through, twist and reach. Inhale, lift, open the chest. Exhale, take that through, twist and reach. Breathe in, lift. As you breathe out and twist, try and pull the waist in. Breathe in and lift. And breathe out and twist. Back to center. If you have a circle, just grab it. Sorry, I should have told you that before. So we'll just come back to where we are. Right knee down, right hand down. If you have a circle, left hand is on the circle. If you don't have a circle, just bring the hand onto the hip. And from there, you're going to push into the circle, lift the left leg. If you don't have a circle, then just keep the hand on the hip. Release the pressure, lower the toes. Apply pressure, lift the leg. Release pressure, let it lower. Without the circle, there's just a lift and lower. Lift and lower. You are working that top leg, but also the right hip will be stabilizing. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up on 1. If you have a circle, you can keep your hand on the circle. If it's on the hip, just stay there. Try and take that left leg up and back. Bring it back to its starting position. Up and back. Back to where it started. So if your hand is on the hip, You're just going up and back, kind of up and back in a diagonal line, and should be some glute engagement. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to all fours, hands and knees. Tuck your toes, stretch back into downward facing dog. So lift all the way up through the hips. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Take your left foot, step it forwards. High lunge position, rise up. You can just leave the circle beneath the body because we're going to use it in a minute. So you're lifting up, soften that back knee. Reach the body forward so you have this long diagonal line. From here, my palms are currently facing in. I'm going to turn my thumbs down, palms out, and swim the arms all the way round. At the back, I'm going to try and squeeze the palms together. And then I turn the palms out, thumbs up, and bring them all the way back. Thumbs down, palms out, like breaststroke in water. Try and squeeze them together at the back. Palms open, bring it back up. Thumbs down, swim around. Thumbs up, palms open, all the way back. Thumbs down, swim and pull them back. Squeeze, thumbs up, palms open, bring it back. 2 more, thumbs down, swim around, open, bring it back. Last one, thumbs down, open, bring it back. Rest your back knee down. Point the back toes, hands to the back of the head. Inhale, exhale, round. Take your right elbow to your left knee. You're pulling the waist in. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. From there, reach your arms up to the sky. Take your left leg out to the side. So if you have a circle now, you can grab your circle. I'm just going to spin so you can see me. With or without the circle, arms are up to the sky. Doesn't matter if you don't have one. Lean to the right. So you lengthen that left side waist and then you shorten to lift back up. Lean to the right, lengthen. Use the waist to lift it back up. 5. Engage. 4. Try and reach away as you lean down. Lift back. 3. And bring it back. 2. And bring it back. Last one. And bring it back. Rest your circle down. Come to all fours, hands and knees. Open the chest, inhale. Exhale, arch and round. Open the chest, inhale, breath. Exhale, arch and round. One more, inhale. Exhale. Neutral spine. You can stay where you are. I'm just going to change direction so I can see you better. Your left knee stays where it is. Left foot slightly goes out to the side. So you can take the right leg back and reach the right arm up. So readjust as you need to. Inhale. Exhale, take that right arm under. You're trying to reach to the left side of the room. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach and stretch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, really try and pull the waist in as you twist. 3 more, lift. And reach. Lift. And reach. Last one, lift. and reach. And then you're going to take your right hand to your circle if you have one, to your hip if you don't. Inhale, lift the leg, push down into the circle. Exhale, release the tension, let the leg lower. Inhale. Exhale. So if you don't have a circle, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 4 and release. 3 and release. 2, release. Last one, hold it lifted. Now up and back, my plant's in the way. Up and back diagonal. And then you're coming back. Up and back diagonal. And come back. So that left hip is stabilizing massively. That's probably the primary worker. And then secondary is that right hip. 4. Bring it back. 3. 2. And 1. Rest that down. Grab your circle. Rise to both knees. And then your right leg goes out to the side. And I feel like I've missed something in the middle of those two, but if I have, it'll probably come to me in a minute. So you're reaching the circle up, lean over to the left, lengthen through that right side, and then bring it back. Lean over, lengthen, and bring it back. 5, stretch, bring it back. So don't just let the spine round, really try and lengthen and bring it back. So if you watch from my left hip to my left arm, that line stays straight. Try not to round. I mean, just doing it actually feels really nasty on the back. So really try and keep long through the spine. 2, bring it back. Last one, bring it back. Rest the circle down. I know exactly what I missed. Come to hands and knees. Take it back into downward facing dog. Big breath. Exhale. Right foot steps forwards and rise up to a high lunge. Breathe in and breathe out. And then lean the body forwards. This time, so before we kind of swam round to the side, this time we're going to go up and then directly back. So reach up, palms face down, lift the fingertips away. Exhale like you're pushing against heavy water. Bring your arms back. Inhale, lift up and away. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, lift up and away. Exhale, bring it back. 3 more, lift up and away. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, lift up and away. Exhale, bring it back. Last one, lift. And bring it back. Rest your back knee down. Take the hands to the back of the head. Elbows nice and wide. Breathe in. Breathe out. Left elbow to the right knee. And I'm really trying to round through the spine with that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, really round. So pull the waist in as you round, as opposed to just leaning forwards. I want it to come in and you round. 3, round, lift, round, last one, and round. Release, hands to the floor. Take your right knee back, tuck the toes, and stretch into downward facing. Relax the head. Give your head a shake. Big breath in, big breath out. Big breath in, big breath out. Rest to the knees. Stay on your hands. Pull the waist in. Take your right leg back. Toes tap the floor. Inhale, lift until the leg is parallel to the floor, no higher. Exhale, lower down. So resist the temptation to go higher. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So it's really slow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and hold. Exhale. So now this is your starting point. Try not to crease in the lower back, but now you go inhale higher. Exhale back to that starting point. Inhale higher. It won't be such a dramatic lift. Exhale, starting point. Inhale higher. Exhale, starting point. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Back to starting point. So you're reaching back. Now that range of motion that we just moved through, so from where your foot is now to about a foot above, that's what I want you to hold on to, that space. Now just come down to your forearms. Think about that space. Don't let your foot go any lower than it is now. You're going to draw circles upwards and round. So no lower than starting point. Upwards and round. No lower. Upwards and round. Upwards and round. 3, 2, 1, pause and go the other way. Hopefully noticing how much harder it is than when you let the foot drop lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it at starting point. Rise back up to the hands. And then bring the knee into the chest, round. Stretch it back. Knee into the chest, round. Stretch it back. Feel it in that right glute. 5. Stretch it back. 4. Stretch it back. 3. Stretch it back. 2. Stretch it back. You're holding it on this one. In and take it back. Now hold it there. Your hands go just an inch further forwards. Half push up, down. Lift back up. Keep that right leg lifted. Down. Lift back up. Keep the right glute engaged. 3, 2, 1. Both knees down. I hope you can feel that as much as I can. Tuck the toes and lift back. We're breathing here for 3. Lengthening the back of the right leg, stretching around that right hip. 2. And 1. Walk your hands and your feet together. Forward fold. Twice, we're rounding up through the spine. Slowly roll up. Rise to standing big inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Big exhale, fold it back down, chin into chest. Round down through the spine. Before you come back down, just stay at the bottom of this forward fold. This morning when I was out running, I passed a swan on the river and it was head down in the water, and then it really slowly came up, and its neck was so smooth in its way of coming up. So I want you to think about that. There was no hinging. It was a really slow roll up. So visualize that if you can, like how strong and smooth that movement is of a swan's neck. And if you've not seen one in a while, go and try and find one or Google it. Chin to chest, round down. But that is the movement you're looking for. It's that like supple strength. Slowly round down. If not, I'll video it for you all next time I'm out. Hands down. There's loads where we are. Come to your knees. And then we go on the other side. So take your left leg back. Pull the belly button in. Lift until the leg is parallel to the floor. So it won't feel so significant at the start. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and hold. Okay, that's your starting point. Go higher as you inhale. Exhale back to starting point. Higher as you inhale. Exhale back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just make sure you're pulling the abdominals in so you're not creasing into the lower back. It's coming from the left glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down to your elbows, your forearms. Now those circles have to be in that top range of motion, so your foot is allowed to go no lower. Lift up, circle round. Lift up, circle round, no lower. Up, circle round. Up, circle round. 4, 3, 2. Pause. No lower. Go the other way. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise back up to your hands. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pull the knee into the chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pull the knee into the chest. Breathe in and out. In and out. 2 more. Reach back and pull in. Reach back and pull in. Then stretch it back. You're going to hold it there. Engage that left glute. So send a message for the left glute to squeeze. Lower halfway, push up. Drive back up. Lower. Drive back up. 2. Drive back up. Last 1. Drive up. Rest your knees. Tuck your toes. Stretch back. And really open through the backs of the legs. Relax the head. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. Slowly walk your feet in towards your hands. Roll all the way up. So think about that swan neck position. Pull all the way up. And rise. Take a breath in. And a big breath out. Hands to the hips. Bend into your knees. And we'll start with the right leg going back. So keep that bend in the left knee. Right leg back, toes tap the floor. Just going to lift that right leg back behind you. And then you lower down. So there's strength in the left leg, the standing leg, to stabilize. Lift and lower. Just look down to the floor. Don't crease the back of the neck. 3, 2, 1. Rise to stand. I'm going to go this way so you can see. Take your right leg out to the side, toe taps the floor. Reach your left arm up and away, so on a diagonal line. You're going to bring it in Take your hand, so usually we go elbow, but we're going to go hand to toe, and then stretch out as far as you can, maybe off the floor with the toes. Bring it in across the body. Oui, she says, and stretch out. Bring it in across the body and stretch out as much as you can. So same as that diagonal reach when we had the circle. Up and out, 5. Bring it across, 4. Bring it across, 3. Bring it across, ooh, 2. Bring it across, last one. Bring it across, place the foot down, bend into both knees. Look to your right knee this time. Take your left leg back, lift, lower. So spine stays long and chest stays open, like we've been trying to do all the way throughout the practice. 4, 3, keep that right knee bent. 2, 1, rise up. Take your left leg out to the side. Right hand lifts away, breathe in and breathe out. Bring them across to touch. Breathe in, lengthen as much as you can. Breathe out, bring them across. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. 2, and bring it back. Last one, and bring it back. Place the foot down, fold the body forward, so just let the body come down. Head rests, hold opposite elbows, and just rock from side to side. Nice, easy breath. Place your hands down, step back into a plank position. Just hold that plank for a moment. Pull the waist in, lengthen the crown of the head forwards, come further forwards on the toes, pull in through the waist, and then lift back into downward facing dog. Take your left foot, step the left foot forwards, rest your back knee down. Point the back toes, rise up. You can rest your hands on that front thigh. So you just take a long opening, sorry, that's your left thigh, a long opening through the right side, but it doesn't matter which way you go because we're just stretching out both hips. If your left knee is forwards, your left arm stays there, your right arm goes up and side bend over. So you're side bending to the side where the knee is forwards. And bring it back. Take both hands down, step back into downward facing dog. And then simply step your right foot forwards or your other side. Rest the back knee down, point the back toes, lift and rest on that right thigh. So you're stretching through the front of the left hip. Left arm sweeps up, side bend over to the right, reach up and away. Big deep breath. And exhale. Slowly bring it back. Both hands down. Take your right knee back next to your left knee. You don't have to go back into downward facing. Just cross the shins and have a seat. Sit at the back of your mat, wherever you're comfortable. However you're comfortable, rest your hands on your knees and feel the seat bones ground down. Close the eyes. Take a moment to lift up through the spine. Take a moment to notice how you feel around the waist, the lower back, up across the chest and the shoulders, length into the back of the neck. Take a nice big breath in through the nose. Sigh out through the mouth. One more like that. Nice big breath in. And sigh out. And then bring your hands into prayer heart center. Thank yourself for making time to come and practice this morning. Have a wonderful Friday. Some of you I will see tomorrow.